Last time on Vegeta Tales. After Goku arrived back on Earth following his time on Yardrat, Vegeta decided he also needed to leave the planet in order to get stronger. That's when he was attacked by Cooler's armored squadron. While he and Piccolo were able to easily dispatch the threat, Cooler himself awaits the prince's arrival. 1 week later, from outside the newly created spaceship, Bulma announces, "Finally!" Here she's created a healing tank for Vegeta as he requested, but she can't guarantee it'll be as effective as those using Frieza's technology. As we venture inside the ship, she also mentions how she strengthened his armor by repairing it, and made plans to create a more practical one for him when he returns. Finally, unlike Goku's, the speakers are optimal and have music from the last 20 years at his disposal. Much to Vegeta's satisfaction, he'll leave immediately, wanting to make his way directly to Cooler. Blasting off and leaving Bulma to simply watch him leave. All that's on Vegeta's mind is taking back his pride by surpassing Kakarot. One year later, Imperial Palace. As a ship is detected by the forces below, and speaking of characters getting thrown into situations they weren't prepared for, this game took that idea in a direction I wasn't expecting. Years after Dorothy and her friend Scarecrow, Tin Woodman, and the Cowardly Lion defeated the Wicked Witch, her protege Azilda is back for revenge. Right now, you can get legendary champion Dorothy Gale free by logging in for 7 days during the Dorothy Gale chase. She removes enemy buffs, applies debuffs, locks enemies down with crowd control, and gets stronger aside her other Friends from Oz champions. Keep logging in for another 7 days to earn extra gear and upgrades for Dorothy Gale. You can also battle Azilda the Wicked in the limited time event dungeon for chronophage gear and other rewards. What I like about Raid is how much there is to experiment between collecting champions, building teams, and PvE content. Trying different champion combinations is probably the part I enjoy the most. Use my link or scan the QR code to get 3 legendary champions and 1 epic. You'll instantly get legendary Narma the Returned, and choose 1 more legendary with a promo code. Get Alice for Alice the Wanderer, KITTYCUT for Cheshire Cat, Super Victory for Pelops the Victor, or Wrath for Grand Oak Podrick. I'd go with Cheshire Cat because who can resist that smile? Log in for 7 days for Dorothy Gale, then reach level 15 for Epic Champion Chonoru. That's 3 legendaries, 1 epic, plus starter rewards. Scan the QR code or use my raid link at the top of the description and pinned comment. It also supports the channel now more than ever, so thank you. A soldier informs Cooler on a situation. An ex-officer of the slain Frieza has proclaimed himself emperor of his vacant empire. His name is Sorbet. He and his empire are slowly beginning to encroach on Cooler's. Who responds, "Sorbet, huh? They'll have to deal with him quickly." A man to his right beckons if he'd like him to go and eliminate him. And he would. He'll leave in the morning. As another henchman rushes in urgently, Prince Vegeta has just entered the atmosphere. He's landed in Sector C. All units nearby are to meet him. Peacefully disembarking, an escort offers to accompany the Saiyan to the throne room. Cooler and his counselor await him. As a familiar face greets the prince with a smile, Vegeta can't believe it. Cooler scolds the man next to him, warning he not get too familiar with their guest. However, Vegeta himself can feel welcomed. The camera pans to reveal none other than Turles as the mystery warrior. Cooler continues, "So you wanted to eliminate me, is that it?" Ignoring the demon, Vegeta's too fixated on this guy's face. Much to the delight of the Emperor, he comments how his guest seems disturbed by his counselor. To introduce the pair, Paulus, the French dub of Turles, is a Saiyan just like him. Immediately rushing after Turles, the prince howls how he's been training relentlessly for a year only to fall on his face. Now he can let off some steam before the real fight. Confused, Turles questions why he's attacking him. But does he really think that just because he's also a Saiyan that Vegeta's gonna let him live? Whether Bardock's bastard or a joke the universe is playing on him, he's gonna. Cooler interrupting before I can finish that sentence. The Emperor scolds he's forgotten where he is. A crowd gathering. They're astonished to see Cooler himself show up, who chastises to externalize his frustration on being weaker than some Son Goku on Turles just because they look alike is childish of the prince. But how does he know about Kakarot? When Turles reveals it sent a team to conquer Earth during the year it's taken Vegeta to get here. And they came up against a certain Goku, who turned out to be the real Super Saiyan. This Saiyan single-handedly decimated all of his men sent there. He could face him alone, but that would be an unnecessary risk. So he's got a much better idea that should suit them both. He intends to create a new team since he's decimated the previous one. Vegeta himself will be the commander. Turles is second in command, and some elite warriors will be assigned to him. Together, they will easily defeat Son Goku. So, what does he say? Trying to get this straight, Cooler is offering him leadership of an elite commando. Keep it. He'll take Kakarot down himself. He can save his cowardly proposals for the self-righteous cowards in his thrall. Turles leaping into action. He screams if he refuses to join him. Then he can rot in hell with the rest. With the wave of a hand. Turles is no more. Cooler hisses how he can decimate one of the last members of his species and still call himself a prince. How pitiful. Though Vegeta has a different philosophy. He'd rather there be no Saiyans than for this kind of vermin to represent the remnants of his people. Powering up, he shouts for his foe to bring it on. Though he doesn't seem to believe he's a match, Cooler at least acknowledges how Vegeta's almost as powerful as Frieza was in his original form. That alone is impressive. The Emperor declares he hasn't fought a real opponent since he battled against his own father 500 years ago. It's time to get a quick stretch in. Immediately outmatching the prince and apparently wanting to keep up appearances. Cooler sneers that fighting in the city is certainly unacceptable. Stronger than Frieza! The Emperor has to point out the audacity he must have to think he can attack him at home when he's so weak. Not taking this abuse lightly.
You'll pay for this!
Wondering how Vegeta has so much energy left. Seeming to tap into faux Super Saiyan. Cooler admits that was impressive, but he's drained now. Admitting he was a little scared there. Had he not deflected that blast, it would have destroyed the capital. As Vegeta gasps, they're not done yet. Grabbing the Saiyan by the throat, he hisses how he had very high expectations, only hoping this Goku will be a real challenge. Tossing him into the city, one of Cooler's soldiers addresses him. The murder of Lord Turles, followed by his confrontation with Vegeta in the middle of their capital, has caused a media sensation. Universal news channels are currently broadcasting the event live. They must reassure the population as quickly as possible. His leader instructs him to get the journalists to the palace. He'll be making a speech immediately to explain that Prince Vegeta has carried out an attempted attack on the capital, and that he has personally neutralized him. When this iteration of Cooler reveals something interesting about himself. He can still feel Vegeta's energy, amazed he survived. While some speculate in the movies that Cooler learned this ability, it's generally believed he never learned much like the rest of his family. Rushing after him, he knows his father and Frieza were killed because they were too negligent. He must finish him off now. You never know with these Saiyans. Standing, Vegeta claims he's far from finished. He's far from having reached his full potential. He is Vegeta! This feeling, this power. At last, the prince is back! Having gone a different route than what we saw in the anime, Cooler cowers in fear. This power, this hair, there's no question. That blast doing nothing. The Saiyan calmly keeps stepping forward. Though not completely losing his resolve, the Emperor barks.
Miserable creature! Don't think you...
Referring to that previous attack, Vegeta laughs how he thought he didn't want to damage a city. However, the villain is willing to destroy this planet to eliminate the Super Saiyan. But he won't have to go that far. Knocking him to the ground, the prince jokes he should smile for the camera. Nearby, the locals are taping the action. Vegeta cackles out how he's getting humiliated live in front of the whole universe. Pulling a trick straight out of Frieza's bag, Cooler powers up a giant energy ball and screams he'll have to create a new capital planet. Don't forget, use my raid link below or scan their QR code to grab 3 free legendaries, 1 epic, and the new player bonuses.